Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. DJ shot dead by cops on Windward Road. A man said to be a dancehall artist was shot dead during an altercation with the police on Tuesday on Windward Road in East Kingston. The deceased has been identified as 28-year-old Jerome Todd, otherwise called One Combe, of Tiverton Wood in Rockford, Kingston 2. The circumstances surrounding the incident are unclear at this time, however. One 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 3 9mm rounds of ammunition was removed from the scene. The police corporate communications unit confirmed the incident. Preliminary reports online suggest that Todd is a DJ known for the song Call Panja, but the police could not confirm that Todd was a dancehall artist. The matter was reported to the Independent Commissions of Investigations Indicom and the Inspectorate and Professional Standard Oversight Bureau. Guys Hill residents protest injury of 2 men during alleged police chase. Residents of Waterford in Guys Hill, St. Catherine on Wednesday evening mounted roadblocks in protest of the injury of 2 men during an incident allegedly involving the police. Residents felled trees and lit fire along the roadway to express their anger. The flames have since been put out by the Jamaica Fire Brigade. It's reported that the 2 men were aboard a motorcycle when they were signaled by the police to stop, but they disobeyed. They were reportedly pursued by the police in the Waterford community, where the driver lost control of the motorcycle and crashed. The driver and the pillion suffered varying injuries and were taken to hospital for treatment. The police have reportedly stepped up efforts to tackle breaches of the Road Traffic Act, with riders and motorcyclists figuring prominent in the crackdown. Elderly Portland Fisherman Barrington Robinson reported missing. The Portland police are seeking the public's help to locate missing fisherman 69-year-old Barrington Alexander Robinson. He was reported missing at the Sansan police station by his wife, Lorna, after he did not return home from a fishing trip on September 29. According to a police report, Robinson left home at about 6:30 a.m. to fish in the Dragon Bay area, but has not been seen or heard from since. Robinson is of dark complexion, medium build, and about 5 feet 9 inches tall. His mode of dress at the time he disappeared is unknown. Persons with information are being asked to contact the police control at 119 or the Sansan police station at 876-933-7315 or the nearest police station. Health condition delays case against man accused of Canis Jackson's murder. The health of murder accused Robert Fuller yesterday delayed his case in the Home Circuit Court. The St. Catherine mechanic, who is accused of killing 20-year-old accounting clerk Canis Jackson, was expected to enter a guilty plea yesterday. But when the matter was called up yesterday morning, his attorney Linda Wesley informed the judge that Fuller's medical condition was worsening. Fuller, who is also being represented by attorney at law Althea Freeman, appeared remotely. Justice Bennett Graham Allen subsequently made an order for him to get immediate medical attention. Leslie told the court that the plan to speed up the matter by foregoing a trial was still on course. Graham Allen said she wanted to deal with the accused man's health first before addressing the matter of a guilty plea. The case was set to be again heard on January 23, 2023. Jackson, who resided in Independent City, Portmore, St. Catherine, was found dead on March 26 last year, 2 days after she was reported missing. Her decomposed body was found in an open lot near the Portmore fishing village. Fuller was taken into custody and charged after he reported the confess. Police have theorized that Fuller, who is a mechanic, had lured the woman to his house under the guise that he had left one of his tools. While there, an argument reportedly developed between Jackson, and he allegedly used a rope to strangle her. A handbag believed to be Jackson's and her bank cards were among items reportedly found at Fuller's home. According to the police, Jackson and Fuller share a platonic relationship. Fuller would transport her to work on occasions. St. Anne businessman accused of biting man's ear. A small business operator in St. Anne was charged with wounding with intent on Tuesday after he allegedly attacked a man on Friday, September 9 in Lime Hall. Charged is 54-year-old Robert Webb of a Lime Hall address. Reports from the St. Anne's police are that about 9 a.m., Webb walked up to a man and used a knife to stab him in the left side and left hand. The man managed to grab onto his knife when Webb bit off a piece of his ear before escaping in the area. On Monday, October 3rd, the victim identified Webb as the attacker and the businessman was subsequently charged. His court date is being finalized. Cops charge 5 juveniles with homeless man's burning death. Police yesterday charged 5 juveniles in connection with the death of a homeless man who was set on fire in August. The underage boys, ages 15 to 17, were charged with murder and are to appear in the family court on Friday. They have been charged with the murder of Lionel Johnson, who died at hospital, where he was rushed by police, who found him with several burns on August 29. Johnson was reportedly set ablaze early in the morning in the vicinity of the National Hero Circle in Kingston. He died while undergoing treatment. A Molotov cocktail bomb and a lighter were reportedly found at the location. Traffic in the area had to be diverted due to the crime scene being processed by the Kingston Central Police. The Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development had offered a $500,000 reward for information leading to the arrest of the killers. The police picked up the 5 suspects recently following intense investigations. Police uncover phone stealing ring, 1 man arrested. A man was nabbed by the police on Tuesday as investigators uncover a phone stealing ring. Charges are expected to be laid against him, and the police say a search continues for other perpetrators. The police says cop who led to a house of Tavares Garden, St. Andrew on Tuesday afternoon as investigators probed the theft of a cell phone in St. Catherine earlier that day. They say tracking technology led them to the St. Andrew house where a raid was conducted. According to the police, the following items were seized: 2,000 cell phones including iPhones, 9 laptops, 11 tablets, several bank cards, lead sheets, 6 flat-screen televisions. The police noted that one of the phones has since been identified by its owner as the item that was robbed from him in the Crossroad area in August. Kingston man accused of shooting at police freed after years in custody. A man who was in custody for 3.5 years after the police accused him of shooting at them was recently freed of gun charges. Devon Lane was found not guilty of illegal possession of firearm and shooting with intent following a trial in the Gun Court. The Kingston laborer was arrested on New Year's Day in 2019. The allegations were that he was among a group of men along a roadway in central Kingston who were seen firing at the police. It further alleged that after firing at the police, Lane tried to jump over a fence but was caught. The alleged weapon was not recovered. Lane was, however, exonerated on the grounds that there were several inconsistencies from the 4 police witnesses, and further that no gun residue was found on his hands. Attorney at law Althea Freeman represented Lane. 31 road fatalities in September. The director of the Road Safety Unit RSU is once again encouraging motorists and motorcyclists to adhere to speed limits and ensure the use of proper protective equipment such as seat belts and helmets when using the roadways, as 31 people were killed in 24 fatal collisions in September. These fatalities pushed the number of fatalities to 340. According to a report from the RSU, a breakdown revealed that 3 top categories with the highest number of fatalities were motorcyclists, consisting of 14 fatalities, pedestrians with 7 fatalities, and public motor vehicle passengers with 4 fatalities. Further statistics reveal that 87% were male and 13% were female. The main cause of fatality was proceeding excessive speed with no regard to condition. At the start of the year, private motor vehicle passenger fatality for 2022 were projected to decrease by 13%. However, the projection as the second quarter project a decrease of 3%. Additionally, 1 child died as a result of fatal crash in September. However, child fatality has decreased by 50% when compared with a similar period in 2021. But 3 elders died as a result of 2 fatal traffic crashes in September, while elderly fatalities have no change when compared with a similar period in 2021. At the same time, 7 pedestrians have died as a result of 7 fatal pedestrian crashes, and pedestrian fatality have decreased by 36% when compared to the corresponding period in 2021. Pedestrians should ensure they are vigilant when walking on the road, wear bright colors clothing at night, cross at safe spaces, and wait until the vehicle comes to a complete stop before stepping out in the road. Pedal cyclists are also advised to wear bright color clothing at night and use reflective gears to ensure that they can be seen at all times, the RSU advised. The year 2021 recorded 487 road fatalities. This represents the highest number of road fatalities recorded on the road network. In an effort to reduce road fatalities and to not match or surpass last year's figure, road users should exercise greater care on the roads. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell